reported today in The Verge. The biggest threat to MWC is tech companies realizing they don't need it. The biggest news of the day yesterday is that Mobile World Congress, the world's biggest phone show, has been cancelled due to coronavirus concerns. I actually heard it on national news briefings. MWC is usually only noticed by tech-obsessed, me, and cell phone industry wonks, so it was weird to hear it discussed on NPR. I've been tracking the various cancellations in the space over the past week or two, and the number of companies backing out of the show just hit a critical mass. One big consequence of this cancellation is that MWC gives Chinese phone makers their best shot at getting real and sustained attention from Western media. It's going to be a real hit to their business, but we don't know yet how big. Obviously these phones will still be announced, but they'll have a much harder time getting attention. There may be more impactful consequences down the line for the mobile industry. Who knows what deals might have been made. For example, you are reading Processor, a newsletter about computers by Dieter Bohn. Dieter writes about consumer tech, software, and the most important news of the day from The Verge. This newsletter delivers about 4 times a week, at least a couple of which include longer essays. You can subscribe to Processor and learn more about it here. Processor is also a YouTube series with the same goal, providing smart and surprising analysis with a bit of humor. Subscribe to all of The Verge's great videos here. By subscribing, you are agreeing to receive a daily newsletter from The Verge that highlights top stories of the day, as well as occasional messages from sponsors and/or partners of The Verge. Now the question is how, or maybe even if, MWC will recover. More and more tech companies have been doing their own events instead of waiting for conferences. Now, because of this, many companies are going to be forced to do their own events. They may find they like it better. The court let T-Mobile buy Sprint because Sprint completely sucks. Absolute must-read analysis from Nilay Patel. And by analysis I mean cogent and insightful legal opinions on complicated issues put forth in such a way as to clarify what seemed confusing with crystal clear perspective. No, that's not right. I mean it's true, but what I really mean is lots of jokes about this ruling that are way funnier than they have a right to be given the context. It's long, but trust me 5,000, it's worth it. Microsoft's xCloud game streaming arrives on iOS with some Apple restrictions. Nobody needs to shed a tear for Microsoft or Google, but I still find myself at a loss to come up with uncynical explanations for Apple's App Store and iOS app policies. Apple has instituted many limitations in the name of security and privacy. Sincerely, but for more on this story, visit the news article link.